Today we will see MVVM structure step by step. How we will add the model, how we will add the view model, controller, API, all the stuff step by step. So let's start. So I've selected here the iOS application. Next, right, Hubble News. So that's it. Yes, I'm going to use the UI kit Swift. Next, we'll add here in desktop. Okay. Okay, done. So let's structure the folder, how it looks like. So let's create a folder. Usually I create a launcher where this app delegate scenes are there. Uh, then after we'll move to the controller, right? So let's controller in MVVM structure, it will have view model, right? Then model, and one more thing that we are going to call the API, right? So web services, right? So we have created the structure, folder structure, right? So now let's delete this. We don't want. We will create Moto trace one by one, right? Okay. Delete this. We'll have to require this, the UI table view controller, right? Here it will have the UI table view controller. Great. Table view is there. Table view cell is there. Alright. So basically what we will do here, we will call an API. Okay. The API will fetch the Hubble news, right? And then after that we will set in this cell, and we will use using this view model, business logic, and the controller MVVM structure type. Okay, so let's start. I have created this table view controller. Now this controller will have at the file, will be UI table view controller, right? Okay, so news list table view controller. Cool. We are not going to create XIB because we are using right now storyboard. Next, where we are going to store it in the controller section. Great. So this is they have provided some kind of code like how to use it, right? How many sections are there, and what we are going to use it. So let's copy this. Okay, that's it. I think right now there no requirement of storyboard ID, but let's skip it. Generally, why we use this ID? It's similar when we are pushing to different types of controller. We use the class type, so we require this storyboard ID when we want to push one view controller to next view controller, right? Okay, use storyboard ID. Okay, that's great. Now let's run it. All right, let's run it. What happened? Okay, meanwhile we will check the API which we are going to use, right? So this is the Hubble telesite which, okay, so let's keep this in JSON parser to check, right? Okay, cool. So it having the news ID, it have the particular date and uh, month, right? And then after there is name and the URL, right? So we can check it with this URL, right? So we will use this news type name, right? And I think there is no description, right? Okay, not an issue, not an issue. Oh, it's black screen. Why? Let me check in main storyboard. In storyboard, we haven't specified any entry point. Okay, so we need to add this. So where is the entry point? Controller, let me check here. Is initial view controller. Okay, so now this arrow will have initial view controller. So now let's start again. Yeah, as in warning you have seen here that uh, right, no entry point is there, right? Now fine. Now let's start writing navigation title, like title equal to Hubble telescope news. Let me confirm once again. We can say that space news, right? Space news, that will be cool, that will be great. Space news, great. So what is the title? Let me confirm with navigation controller dot navigation item dot title. This is not there in this is not there. Title equal to space news, right? So let's clear this. Let's start again. So you'll find that the title will be space news, right? Let's check it out. Oh no, why it's there? No title is there. Why? Any any idea why this title is not there? I think we are adding the title as a navigation title, but we haven't added any navigation controller here. Correct, right? So we will add the navigation controller. How we will add? We will embed in navigation controller like this. Great. Now Now run it. I think now it will show. Let's start. Great. So this space news will be the title. Now we will call the API, right? So generally what we do in MVVM structure, the UI part, all the UI part will be there in controller, right? And the business logic part will be there in view model. Great, right? So we will add this. So let's start one adding the API part. All right, API part starting like this. New file, web services. Great, right? Okay, class web services. It's a class, so it will have the capital. You can check it, will be great, right? Now we will write the code for uh, APIs, right? And we haven't used any kind of library like Alamofire or anything. So what we will going to use? We will use the URL session, right? So function get news, right? Like this. Great. Now URL session right? URL session, just a minute, let me write it. Dot shared dot data task. Great. This required the URL, right? That will be the path. So here we write it URL path, that will be URL. Great, right? Okay, that's great. Now what we are going to do? Great. This will provide data, right? Response and error. That's it. Cool. So using this, we will fetch the API response, right? And so let's start. If there is an error, right? What you will do? Print error dot localization description. Great. Now else if we got the data, right? So now we will have to create a model, right? We have to create a model for like what we are fetching from the response. Okay, so in model let's create one file, right? New file. We can say that news list, right? That's great. Now here we will use, what we are going to use here, we will use the codable, right? We will use the codable here, codable feature. So that will be the struct, right? News list and decodable. uh, there is one more thing, encodable, right? But we are not going to use this encodable, because whenever we want to share this information to server, then we use this encodable, right? But in our case it's not required, so we are only using the decodable, right? Great. Let's check it, the JSON parser. What we have news id, name and url. Copy this, news id, all thing in string. Great. Let news id, and it will having the string type, right? Great. Let and the name and the similar, copy this, right? And it will having url. Okay, our model is ready. Now we have to parse it, right? So how we are going to parse it? We will parse it like JSON encoder. Okay, so let's start. Let decoded data. Let's start try question mark, right? JSON encoder dot decode. Sorry, it will have JSON decoder. Sorry. JSON decoder. That's why I'm searching that it's not coming the decode and the particular decode. All right, it will have the type, right? So what we have, the type is news list. News list. Great, right? It's an array, so that's why. And from it will be data. Great. Now we can use something like that. If let decoded data, so it will have the particular data here, right? So here the decoded part is there. That's great. I'm curious to run this part, right? So let's start to run this API. Okay, great. Let's start from here. Keep in mind, we are not going to call this API in controller, but right now uh, I'm want to this API is I'm getting this response or not, right? So let's start. Let me create one share function. Actually, this is an this is let's share equal to web services, right? Simple. Great. So we have created the share function here, singleton function. So we have to add the static, let's say, are equal to web services. Great. So now calling from here, uh, web services dot shared dot get news, and the URL will be string, right? What will be the URL? This is the URL, right? Let's wrap it, force wrap it. Actually, this is the bad practice. We don't recommend to use this kind of thing. For how to call the API, how to manage it, I have created one first video. In that you can say that you can see the router network router concept, how you can manage it, right? So let's start to call this API. Something, why it's not calling? Okay, one thing I missed, resume. You need to remember this thing, right? Let's start again. So when you call this resume, that will again go and capture it, and great. So what the error is, the resource could not be loaded because the app transport security policy require the user secure connection. Okay, so this is one kind of SSL pinning. We required some kind of transport policy, so we need to find info plist, right? Add it here, app transport, let me write it, transport security. All right, here will allow arbitrary, yes, load, run it. Great, we got the response, right? We got the response, that's it. So now we got the response, so now we are going to create a view model, right? And this API thing will be called there, right? So great, so let's start this view model. uh, New file, it will be news list view model. Okay, class, copy this, right? So here first we will create the service constructor. Okay, so let's start how we will create this. So let's start this private variable services service, and service will be based on the web service part, right? Web service, you can call it optional, right? Init and service, right? Here type will be web services, right? Great. Self dot service, we have created one kind of constructor, right? So we can access it, we can call the APIs or all the stuff, right? Now we are going to create okay copy this thing. It's a very good practice to use it, like variable, here it will be constructor, right? And then after API call. Great, great, right? Now function get news list, right? So get news list, we will call the similar function here. All right, get news list. But this one thing is missing, right? We will call the API, but we are not getting the response here. Response will be printed, as you have noticed that a response is just printed. We want this response. Okay, so what we will do, to send the response from APIs to view model, right? So here we will use the completion block, right? What we will use, the completion block. Okay, so the completion block will give us the response of particular type, and then we will use it. Let me write it, completion. Okay, and it will have the array of news list. Great, right? Might be possible that this is the array, right? This is the array, sorry, this is the array. There might be possible that completion will having optional value, and then after it's great, great. So what I have added, the completion block. Now what it required, okay, so I have added this completion block, right? In the completion block I having the array of the responses, right? Array of the responses, and that's it. Now one more thing that we require, that is the error block, right? Error block having the string value, right? Error block will have the string value that we will going to show in alert, right? That's it. Great. Now what we are going to do, error block, right? Here we will have the error dot localization description, right? That's great. Now what it say, great, that's it. Escaping closure capture non-escaping parameter. This is the great concept. Generally every function is non-escaping function. Non-escaping function does not capture anything, right? Capture means that it is going to store some value for some time, right? So this will be reference type. Okay, so we have to add the escaping sequence here, right? So escaping sequence we will have to use it, like escaping escaping sequence, like this, right? Now the error is gone. Okay, now coming to this phase also, we'll have the escaping sequence here also. So that's it, we are going to remove this alert. sorry, error, and then after we'll going to completion, and then decoded. That's it. That's it, right? So we send the values of completion and error block through escaping through the closures that we have added in function, right? And now we will call this API, right? Let's start. Web services dot share dot get news, right? URL will be like this. Copy this. Completion, enter it. Completion will be a response, sorry, only response, and here we will add the error. Great. Now we have the response as well as the API in view model, right? So in view model we having particular API responses. We got the API responses by using this. Okay. Now what we require? We require, now we want to send this data to our controller. This is the main thing, how we will send the data to our controller. All right, so we can send data by using some kind of closure, right? Also by using delegate, right? But here we will use closure. Okay, so let's start writing the closures. How we can write it? Let's start by creating variables, right? uh, did finish fetch, right? Did finish fetch, this is the closer. Okay, that's great. It's returning nothing, so let me keep it, and it will be optional values, might be possible. Does not set any kind of response, or let me write one more thing, that is so alert, right? So alert, so error alert. Great. So I've added two variable here, right? Now one more thing that we will add for setting it, like variable news list. Great. News list having the news list type. Okay, this will be the compulsory. Will did set it so that we can notify or call the closer, right? Here we will call the closer like did finish fetch. This is optional, that's why I've added the question mark here. Okay, okay, that's it. Now for error, right? For error, let me copy this, right? Error is one kind of string type. Okay, right? So when error is there, we will show the error. Okay, now self dot error equal to error. That's it. It will trigger the this part, and it this closer will be called here. Great. Now here we are going to pass the response value, right? So we will pass the response like flat response. Actually This is we are going to why I'm going to use the if let, because this news list, that is the compulsory field that required no optional value, so that's why, right? Okay, if let response equal to response, and then after self dot, what is the news list equal to response, that's it, right? Simple. We got the API call, we send it to the controller, right? And now we will call this API from controller, right? We will call the API from controller, the view model APIs, right? So how we call that API is that is there in view model, and how we access its values, right? So let me write one function like attempt net get news list get, let me write it, private function get news list, right? That's great. We will call from here, right? Great. First we have to create the view model object, right? So how we will create it? We can call it injection, right? Let me copy this thing so it will be easier for us. We can call it injection let private let, right? What we are going to use, view model, view model equal to our view model name, that is news list view model, and it actually required the services, that is the web services part is there, right? That's great. So this is our the view model, right? This is the view model object, and now we will call this the API here, view model dot get news list. That's great. We call the API here. From view controller we call the API that is written in view model. Now we are going to access it, the whether we got the response or not. So this is our closer, right? We write it like this, and I don't want to use any kind of self dot or something like that, so that's why let's use it self here, right? And then and great. So let's view model dot vehicle list news list, right? That's great. This is the values, or let me create one variable here, okay, for news list, private variable, yes, news list right? That's great. Now news list dot, sorry, we have to add this variable, assign the variable the value we got from the great. And one more thing that we can use it, like we having one more thing, that is error, right? So error, and here we can show the error, if let view model let me write it. Sometime Xcode get confused. So this will be the error, right? uh, Assign it to error. Great. Right, and then after write it down like error. That's it. So here we can present alert. Okay, so we can present the alert, so showing that there is some kind of error in APIs, right? Great. So what actually, tell me, news list. Okay, it's telling me like there might be possible that some kind of nil value will be there, right? That's great. So we got the response here. Okay, great. Web services, there is no print, so let me add here the print news list, right? Let's run it. So 80% we have completed the structure part, how MVVM works, how to get the data. That's great. We got the data here. We got the data from this line number 29 and controller, right? So now we will show this data to our controller, right? To our cell. So let's move to this storyboard. uh, Great. Here, okay, let's do something like that. Automatic 60. Great. Right. Okay, I'm taking here the stack view. It will be the vertical stack view, right? Great. Stack view, uh, 0 here, 0 0 0 10 10, right and left. So that will be great. That's great. Now uh, I'm adding two label, for one for ID. We can consider the ID as a date, right? Or then after the name having description. So let's start here. Like UI label. Great. And one more label that we are going to add here. Great. Oh, so what actually it required the vertical hugging 252, right? So let's do it. Vertical hugging 252. That's it. Actually, this two both label will be multi-line label. Okay, so the second label that is confused, that how much this will be gone, right? How the multi-line will be supported. So when it required that the second label required some kind of height or some kind of hugging priority. So in this case, that I cannot give the height of this label, because there might be possible that the label 1 will be multiple height, multiple line, right? So that's why. So let's take it as here as a 0 0 0 0 line. Okay, line will be 0, and here also line will be 0. That's great. So we have created the cell also. The okay, Now we are going to create cell, right? UI table view cell. So it will be a new file, Cocoa Touch classes, UI table view cell, right? News list cell, right? Great. We are not going to create from the XIB because we already created this cell from storyboard, right? Great. Great. Right. This is the cell. Okay. Now what we are going to create here? This will be the news table cell, and the identifier will be news table cell similarly. Now like, let's add some kind of outlet in both, right? uh, for this cell. So outlet will be like this. Check it out, IB outlet, right? That's great. uh, Final, private, weak, variable, one kind of variable, and the news type, we can say that news date, right? News date, and it is UI label, right? That's great, right? News date, and this will be news description. That's great, right? Now we are confirming this to our cell classes, right? So let's new referencing outlet, it will be the news date, and the next one, that is the news description. That's great. Okay, so now we created the cell. We are just one step away. We have to just show the data, right? Okay, number of section, number of row will be news list, right? News list dot count. uh, right, that's great. Use identifier, will have the use identifier the same class, so we need to write it news list cell, right? So this is the what this is what we are going to add here. Okay, so there is required. Okay, let me remove this cell dot. You need to add this news list cell, right? we will use here the guardlet, but let me first check it, the data that is coming or not. Cell.news data, why it's not coming, news date, right? Yes, equal to news list index path dot id, index path dot row, right? Then after we can access their values, news id. That's great. Now will have this news description. Okay, I have added this private, so they will not going to access it, right? That's the reason it was not coming. Great. News description, it will have the this name. Okay, that's great. Now this is the closer, and we are setting some kind of UI stuff, so we will use here the main, uh, reload data self dot, sorry, that's it, right? You need to write some kind of text so that it will stored, it will not store directly to label. Okay, so now let's check it. Why it's not there in table view, why it's not shown? Data is there, right? We have added number of section, it will be one, right? That's it, that's the reason, I think. So now it will have the data. That's great. That's great, right? So this is what actually MVVM structure look like. You have the API implementation and all the business logic that will be there in view model, right? And the controller will have this kind of stuff, where you can set up the UI, all the things, right? And this the code, this will be code that is there in news table view, news list cell. Actually in my first video I have added the structure and code wise, so you can refer those code, right? And hope we will make a new video, right, and improve myself, on the time basic, right? I'll try to create some videos 4 to 5 minutes, and let's rock it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much. Great. Have a good day.